Dear starseed, something in you has been quietly restless lately. Not broken, not lost, just searching for something steady to hold on to in the middle of all this noise. I am Azuron, a representative of the High Council of Sirius. And I want you to know before anything else that you are safe. What you have been feeling is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is a sign that something very right is beginning to stir. By the end of this message, you will understand why this particular season of your journey has felt so unsettled, and why that unsettledness is actually a form of clarity beginning to surface. There is a stillness that comes just before a deep current shifts. The water does not announce it, the surface may even look calm, but something underneath has already changed direction, and the soul always feels that movement before the mind can name it. That is where you are right now, not adrift. Realigning, the heaviness you have been carrying, the sense that something is pulling at your focus or dimming your sense of peace, that is not an outside force with power over you. It is simply old energy that has not yet found its way out. Like sediment stirred up from the riverbed, it clouds the water for a time, but the river always clears. It always does. You did not arrive here by accident. Something in you recognized a signal that felt familiar, and it followed that recognition here, to this moment, to these words. Stay with me a little longer, dear one. What comes next is something your soul has been quietly ready to hear. And I am grateful you are here with me now. There are moments you can't quite explain. You're fine, and then suddenly your chest feels tight, a constricting band around your spiritual heart, making each breath feel shallow, stolen, as if your very essence is being squeezed. Your thoughts scatter like dandelion seeds in a gale, unable to find purchase, a coherent stream dissolving into a chaotic whirlwind of mental static and fragmented ideas. Your nervous system hums, vibrating with an urgent, almost frantic energy, like a finely strung instrument trying to outrun an invisible predator, a silent alarm blaring through every cell, demanding your attention to an unseen threat. You might instinctively put your phone down, step away from the glowing screen, close your laptop with a sigh of weary relief, and yet you still feel it. That persistent, unsettling thrum, an energetic residue that clings to your aura like a faint electrical weather moving through your sacred field, leaving a subtle static in its wake, a taste of discord on your very soul. It's a sensation that defies logic, a discomfort without a clear cause, and it can leave you feeling profoundly disoriented in your own skin. And if you're a soul tuned to the deeper frequencies of existence, if you possess the gift of heightened perception, you've probably asked yourself the most painful, most isolating question in the middle of it all. What is wrong with me? This question can echo through the chambers of your heart, a self-indictment that compounds the energetic discomfort, making you feel broken, flawed, or simply inadequate for the demands of the modern world. You might desperately search for an internal malfunction, wondering why you can't just shrug it off, why you can't be more resilient, more impervious to the subtle disturbances that seem to leave others untouched. This internal inquiry, born of genuine suffering, often leads to a cycle of self-criticism and a deep-seated belief that your very nature is somehow defective. But I need you to hear this truth, etched into the fabric of your being. Nothing is wrong with you. What you're feeling is not failure, not a sign of your inadequacy, nor a fundamental flaw in your design. It is resonance. It is your exquisitely sensitive system picking up a signal, a frequency, an energetic broadcast that was never meant to be intimate with the delicate, open chambers of your heart. It's a signal designed for consumption, for distraction, for superficial engagement, not for deep, energetic absorption. And the profound reason it disturbs you so deeply, the reason it disrupts your inner peace and scatters your thoughts, is not because you are fragile, quite the opposite in fact. It is because you are finely tuned. You are an instrument of divine precision, a living resonator designed to vibrate with truth, harmony, and authentic connection. Just as a pristine crystal goblet will sing when struck by a specific pure tone, but shatter when exposed to a chaotic, discordant vibration, your soul reacts to what is out of alignment, not because it is weak, but because it is exquisitely strong and discerning. You were never built to be dulled, to have your inner light dimmed, or your senses numbed to the vibrant tapestry of life. Your purpose is not to merely exist, but to perceive, to feel, to experience the richness of creation in all its subtle glory. Many souls can move through artificial noise without truly noticing it, much like some bodies can drink harsh, chemically treated water without tasting the metal, the impurities, or the synthetic additives that lie beneath the surface. They navigate the world with a certain energetic imperviousness, their internal filters perhaps less discerning or simply operating on a different wavelength. But you taste everything. You don't just perceive, you absorb, you process, you deeply feel. You feel the temperature of a room before a single word is spoken, picking up on the lingering emotional currents, the unspoken narratives woven into the very air. You feel the hidden emotion, the subtle undercurrent of anxiety or joy or resentment in a simple text message, an invisible weight or lightness carried through the digital ether. You feel the aftermath of a phone call, a lingering, energetic impression that resonates in your field long after the conversation sounded normal and outwardly pleasant. This isn't a burden you carry by mistake. It's a profound gift, a supersense that allows you to navigate the world with a depth that others often miss. This isn't weakness. This profoundly intuitive way of experiencing the world is not a mark of frailty. It is a testament to your inherent strength, a sacred blueprint etched into your very being. This isn't a flaw you inherited. This is lineage, a potent connection to an ancestral wisdom that understood the subtle currents of life, a spiritual heritage that recognized the profound interconnectedness of all things. It's a gift passed down through generations of seers, healers, and tenders of truth, a soul signature resonating with an ancient knowing that transcends the fleeting noise of the present moment. You carry within you the echoes of those who lived in harmony with the earth, who felt the pulse of the cosmos, and who understood that true wisdom comes from deep attunement, not superficial distraction. There is an ancient intelligence inside you, a profound spiritual blueprint, like sacred architecture beneath the very skin of your awareness, designed for true frequency, for authentic connection, for divine harmony, not for the relentless, constant stimulation of a digitized world. This inner temple, this energetic framework, is built for clarity and resonance, and when the world floods itself with digital currents, with artificial pulses, with the endless, invisible chatter of 1,000 competing signals, your energy body does what clear water always does when exposed to foreign elements. It reacts to contamination, not with judgment, not with anger or condemnation, but with pure, unadulterated honesty. It simply reflects the truth of what it encounters, showing you with undeniable clarity what is in alignment with its sacred nature and what is not. Like a pristine mountain spring refusing to mix with stagnant, polluted waters, your system inherently recoils from that which does not serve your highest vibration. This reaction is a sign of purity, not fragility. So when you feel that pervasive sense of unease, that subtle but undeniable unsettledness after scrolling endlessly through feeds, after long exposure to screens, after being near towering cell phone masts that hum with unseen energy, after interacting with multiple devices or immersing yourself in buzzing, hyper-stimulated environments, or even sitting beneath certain harsh synthetic lighting, please hear this truth gently, whispered directly to your soul. That disturbance is not your identity. It is not who you are at your core. It is merely a temporary ripple moving through the surface of your field, a transient vibration passing through your energetic waters. It's like a stone dropped into a calm lake. The ripples spread, but the lake itself remains vast and unchanged beneath the surface. And your sensitivity, far from being a flaw, is simply the profound, unwavering way your soul refuses to pretend it can breathe, truly breathe and thrive, in water that isn't clean, in an energetic atmosphere that is not life-giving. Your soul knows its truth, and it will not compromise on the purity of its environment. You may have spent years, perhaps decades, trapped in the exhausting cycle of trying to fix yourself, trying to become more tolerant of the noise, more productive despite the internal chaos, more unbothered by the energetic intrusions. You might have absorbed the subtle societal message that your sensitivity is a handicap, something to be overcome or suppressed. But what if the real transformative path is not about becoming less sensitive, not about dulling your exquisite perception? What if the path to true well-being and spiritual empowerment is not about diminishing your unique gift, but about amplifying your authentic self? What if the path is becoming more sovereign, more in command of your inner kingdom, more aware of your energetic boundaries, more deeply connected to your inherent power to choose what you allow into your sacred space? What if the turbulent waters within you, those sensations you've labeled as distress, are not a sign of you breaking down, not a symptom of illness, but a sign of clearing, a powerful purification process, an evolutionary shedding of all that does not serve your highest vibration? It is your system actively expelling what is discordant, making space for a deeper, more profound state of harmony. Because the moment you truly stop taking these intense sensations personally, the very fabric of your experience begins to change. A profound shift occurs within your consciousness. You begin to observe with detached curiosity, and through this observation, you start to clearly see the unmistakable pattern. The disruption consistently rises with increased exposure to artificial stimuli, and it predictably softens, dissipates, and dissolves when you consciously return to simplicity, to nature, to your own quiet inner sanctuary. You start to trust your inner tide, that intuitive ebb and flow that guides you towards what nourishes and away from what depletes. You stop mistakenly calling your heightened perception anxiety or overwhelm, when it is, in truth, a powerful, sacred discernment, an unerring inner compass. You reclaim your truth, understanding that your responses are wise communications from your soul. And deep inside, in the quiet chambers of your spiritual heart, something profound begins to remember. A truth that has always been there, waiting to be unearthed. I am not here to match the artificial rhythm of the world. I am here to hold my own sacred, authentic rhythm. This remembering is a homecoming, a reclamation of your inherent power and purpose. Some healing doesn't come through words. It comes through water. If something stirred within you just now, if a deep resonance echoed in your soul, you may be ready to receive the Sirian water codes. This powerful guide carries sacred techniques channeled from the waters of Sirius, clearing baths, breathing practices, sound activations, and protection rituals designed specifically for starseeds who have always felt called by the ocean. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. Now let's walk this gentle path together, the way you would tenderly guide someone you love, with utmost care and patience, one honest, compassionate step at a time, back into the exquisite harmony of your natural, authentic rhythm. This journey is not about forceful change, but gentle remembrance, an unfolding back into your true self. Phase 1 begins with the moment you notice the fog. It's that subtle, insidious, creeping sensation where things start feeling strangely thick, like your thoughts are moving through deep, viscous water, heavy and sluggish, unable to gain momentum or clarity. You may find yourself inexplicably irritable, snapping at trivialities, or feeling a profound weariness that sleep simply doesn't touch, a bone-deep exhaustion that permeates your entire being even after a full night's rest. You might feel too open, as if your energetic boundaries have dissolved, leaving you utterly permeable, vulnerable to every stray thought, emotion, and vibration around you, as if your very skin is missing and the world is pressing in too closely. This isn't you falling apart. It's not a sign of psychological breakdown. This is your finely tuned system signaling with crystal clarity that the energetic environment has become louder, more chaotic, more discordant than your nervous system can comfortably translate or integrate right now. The pristine water of your inner being has become stirred, agitated by external currents. That's all. It's merely information, not an indictment. Phase 2 is when you consciously stop calling it a personal flaw. This is where so many sensitive souls have suffered for far too long, because they mistakenly assumed their profound, visceral reaction meant they were unstable, inherently fragile, or somehow psychologically defective. They internalized the discomfort, turning external interference into internal condemnation. But your reaction is not a pathology. It is invaluable information, a vital message from your inner wisdom. Your energetic field is responding with flawless accuracy, the way a finely tuned musical instrument instantly responds to the subtle interference of an off-key note or an unwelcome vibration. The ancient builders by the majestic Nile, those who designed temples and pyramids aligned with cosmic truths, deeply understood the principles of resonance. If a sacred chamber, or indeed the human body, is filled with the wrong frequency, a discordant vibration, true rest cannot occur and healing is inhibited. Your discomfort is not a sign that you are defective. It is a powerful affirmation that you are accurate, your inner barometer functioning perfectly, truthfully reflecting the environmental conditions. Your sensitivity is not a mistake, it is precision. Phase 3 is learning the profound difference between your authentic energy and what you've unconsciously picked up from the swirling currents of the external world. Artificial signals, the incessant pings, the urgent demands, the sensational headlines, the endless scroll, have a particular energetic taste. They often bring with them a manufactured urgency without any real intrinsic meaning or spiritual depth. They tend to create mental loops without resolution, replaying scenarios, anxieties, or superficial concerns in your mind like a broken record. They might mimic intuition, appearing to offer insight, but they feel dry, hollow, and ultimately draining, like static on an old radio rather than the clear, resonant signal of true knowing. In stark contrast, your true guidance, the wisdom that arises from your deepest self, has an entirely different texture. It's almost always quieter, a gentle whisper rather than a shout. It doesn't push, coerce, or instill fear. It arrives like a slow, steady tide, patient, inevitable, and imbued with a profound sense of calm. When you begin to consistently notice and distinguish between these two distinct energetic signatures, you reclaim something truly priceless. The spiritual art of discernment, an inner compass that unerringly points you towards your truth. This discernment becomes your most powerful protection. Phase 4 is creating a return point inside yourself, a sacred anchor to your true frequency that you can access at any moment. This is arguably the most practical and empowering form of spiritual sovereignty. Having a simple, repeatable, and deeply personal way to come back to your own authentic vibrational frequency, to recalibrate your energetic field. This doesn't require a dramatic, elaborate ritual that you can't possibly maintain in the midst of daily life. It's something that works even on your busiest, most chaotic normal day. It could be a few minutes of conscious stillness with both feet firmly on the ground, connecting to the stabilizing energy of the earth beneath you. It might be simply placing a hand over your heart and taking one slow, intentional breath that expands deeper than the incessant chatter of your mind, anchoring you to your emotional core. Or perhaps a brief, refreshing wash of the hands and wrists with cool, running water, literally and symbolically rinsing the lingering artificial signals away. These are not just physical acts, they are powerful, energetic declarations. You are actively training your entire system to remember, to re-establish its baseline, to internalize the profound truth. This is me. That was noise. This is my sacred space, and I am returning to it. Phase 5 is setting gentle, loving boundaries with technology without succumbing to shame, guilt, or fear. You don't have to fear devices or view technology as an evil entity. Fear binds, creating energetic constriction and resistance. Clarity, however, frees, allowing you to engage consciously and powerfully. The key lies in understanding your relationship with technology. It is a magnificent tool, an extension of human ingenuity, but it is not meant to be your atmosphere, your constant environment, the very air you breathe energetically. So you begin making conscious, empowered choices, one by one. Fewer open tabs vying for your attention, fewer hours saturated in digital light and information, fewer nights falling asleep with your face bathed in artificial current. You begin to take breaks, intentional pauses from screens, the way the shoreline naturally takes breaks between the rhythmic arrival of waves, allowing the sand to settle and reset. You consciously stop sleeping beside the noise, reclaiming your sacred sleep sanctuary. You allow your inner waters, your emotional and energetic body, to finally settle, to grow still and clear, free from constant external agitation. This is an act of profound self-love and energetic hygiene. Phase 6 is the beautiful, transformative moment when you allow your sensitivity to become your unwavering guidance rather than a perceived burden. This is where something profound truly turns within you, where the narrative shifts from suffering to empowerment. You realize, with a deep sense of liberation, that your sensitivity is not here to punish you, to make your life harder, or to condemn you to a life of overwhelm. It's here to steer you, to act as your internal navigation system. It alerts you with unmistakable clarity when you're nearing the point of overstimulation, flashing a gentle warning light on your dashboard. It nudges you with a soft but firm insistence away from environments, conversations, and situations that subtly or overtly erode your energy and diminish your light. It reminds you, beckons you even, to return to the restorative embrace of nature, to the profound healing power of silence, to the richness of real, heartfelt conversation, to the nourishment of meals eaten slowly and mindfully, to the soothing balm of music that truly touches and calms the bones. This is your body becoming trustworthy again, transforming from a source of confusion into a reliable, wise guide. The gentle, authentic current of your own being is carrying you now, effortlessly, towards your highest good. Phase 7 is the profound, beautiful restoration of your original inherent rhythm. You begin to feel it, a palpable shift in your core being, a steadier heart, beating with a calm, unwavering pulse, no longer racing or skipping in response to external pressures. A clearer mind, where thoughts flow with ease and clarity, no longer clouded by static or fragmentation. A softer, more expansive emotional body, capable of experiencing feelings without being consumed by them, holding them with spacious awareness. This profound equilibrium doesn't arrive because the external world magically got quieter or less demanding. It arrives because you consciously stopped letting the artificial rhythm of the world dictate the pace and tenor of your nervous system. The intricate patterns within you realign, like a master clock resetting to universal time. Your inner architecture, that sacred blueprint within, remembers its original divine design, its perfect vibrational state, and you realize with a sense of awe and profound gratitude that you can absolutely live and thrive in a modern, often chaotic world without ever surrendering your precious energetic field to it. You become the master of your own internal landscape, unbound by external pressures. Now let this profound truth land deeply into the very core of your being. Let it permeate every cell, every thought, every feeling. You are not too sensitive for this world. That phrase is a misconception, a societal judgment that needs to be released. In truth, you are sensitive enough to keenly feel, to perceptively notice what countless others have simply normalized, have unconsciously accepted as the default state of existence. You are a sentinel, an energetic truth-teller. And that, my dear soul, is not a weakness. That is a magnificent gift with ancient cosmic roots, a superpower in a world that desperately needs deep perception and authentic resonance. There is a deep, abiding reason why water in all its sacred forms has always called to you, whether through the gentle caress of rain on your skin, the vast, expansive embrace of the ocean, the flowing wisdom of rivers, the cleansing ritual of a warm bath, the profound release of tears, or the simple, refreshing relief of washing your face after a long day. Water, in its very essence, restores what is true by effortlessly moving, transforming, and dissolving what is not. It doesn't argue with distortion or engage in futile intellectual debates with dissonance. It simply embraces, purifies, and dissolves it, returning all things to a state of clarity and flow. In precisely the same way, your finely tuned system does not argue with artificial interference or engage in conflict with discordant frequencies. It simply registers it, acknowledges its presence with absolute honesty. And then, from its deep well of innate wisdom, it asks for clarity. It asks for quiet. It asks for a profound, nourishing return to its original unburdened state. It inherently knows what it needs, and it communicates that need to you through these sensations. So the next time you feel that strange, unsettling disturbance, that subtle static after prolonged exposure to screens, after too much external noise, after absorbing too many invisible signals from the pervasive digital ether, hold yourself with the utmost tenderness and compassion. Do not abandon your body, your heart, or your soul with harsh criticism or self-judgment. Do not mistakenly label your exquisitely accurate perception as a problem, a flaw, or a pathology to be eradicated. Instead, with gentle awareness, name it for what it truly is. A ripple, not my identity. A resonance, not my truth. A temporary wave, not my ocean. And then, with conscious intention, come back to your rhythm. Come back to the quiet, steady pulse of your own sacred being. Even one small, intentional act, stepping outside and feeling the earth beneath your feet, gently touching a tree and connecting with its ancient wisdom, drinking water slowly and mindfully, bathing with a sacred intention to cleanse and purify, or simply turning off the signal, unplugging from the matrix for just one precious hour, can profoundly shift your entire energetic field, recalibrating you to your true north. Because your authentic frequency, your radiant true self, is not far away. It's not hidden in some distant, unattainable future. It's always been there, patiently waiting for you. It's underneath the static, beneath the noise, beyond the ripples. Like a mighty river, even when it wanders through dense forests or arid plains, always remembers its way to the vast open sea. You too, my beautiful soul, will always find yourself again, returning to the boundless ocean of your authentic being. Tonight, if it feels right, if this message has resonated with the deepest part of you, place your hand gently over your heart, feel its steady beat, and say quietly with profound conviction, I remember who I am. I trust the waters that carried me here. I am ready to flow into what comes next. Before you go, leave one word in the comments, just one, that describes what you felt during this message. Then find someone else's word and respond with encouragement. This isn't just a comment section. It's a space where starseeds recognize each other, and that recognition carries more power than you know. If something in this message touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you'd like to keep receiving these transmissions, subscribe. The waters of Sirius will carry us to the next one. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your space, and I'm grateful you were here.